If you're like me, you've imagined yourself breaking into an exhibit at the zoo, hanging with the monkeys, flinging poo. I always imagine myself with a pet tiger, too.
What do you mean, like a fat Mexican Tony Montana? What's with the rhyming? What are you, the Dr. Seuss of Jenny Craig?
Just an old man in the zoo, doing things when they say no. Are you ready to fling some poo? 'Cause here we go! What up, y'all, and welcome back to the DUM Podcast. I am Dario.
And I'm Alex Souza.
Today, we're going to be switching it up a little bit and talking about current events as our topic.
Yeah, and on the Ha Ha Hack, we discuss how canceled performances not only affect the comedian, but the entire event and what happens behind the scenes.
And we always end it with a little Jiggity Joke Session, so kick back, chillax, and enjoy. Hey, folks. Thanks for coming back. And this week, we're going to be starting off with something a little different. We're going to be starting off with our weekly topic because we are welcoming back none other than Mr. Alex Souza.
Yeah.
Thank you. No, really, thank you.
Well, Mr. Alex Souza, it's very nice of you to grace us with your presence here at the DUM Podcast. Thanks, man. Thanks. How's it been going? What have you been up to?
It all started January 6th. I bought a ticket to go to Washington, D.C. You may remember. Anyways, I just been, I couldn't come back. I promised myself I wasn't going to come back because you had that really shitty cartoon. Looks nothing like me, right? Right, people? Nothing like me. Look at this compared to that. Nothing. But, we made amends. And so I'm back. The shoulder, a guy in the bathroom at the truck stop, the story starts very gay.
Does it? How does it end?
With a finger in my butt. But no, this guy at the truck stop walked up to me, and I went to go wash my hands. He's like, "Damn, bro, I hope you whipped his ass." I'm like, yeah, thanks. But really, I fell off a dirt bike. That's all there is to it. No, yeah, I went camping, and my friend's little brother was like, "Oh, come on, you gotta get on the dirt bike. You gotta get on the dirt bike." Of course, I was trying to impress a girl there.
Oh, God.
Were you really trying to impress a woman?
I was. My mom was there.
That was the other thing I thought happened. I just thought you gave her a hug.
No, but I'm not going to dirt bike anymore. And if I do, next time I'm going to be sober. No, yeah, I went camping, and my friend's little brother was like, "Oh, come on, you got to get on the dirt bike. You got to get on the dirt bike." Uh-oh. Of course, I was trying to impress a girl there. So I got up on the dirt bike, gave it some gas, went up the hill a little bit. I go, okay, no, needs more gas. Gave it way too much gas. Like I pulled it all the way back to the ground, and then I flipped, and my glasses were flying off, and I was reaching for them. I was like, "Hello, darkness, my old friend." And I'm falling, and then boom, I land on my shoulder, and I'm on a hill, so boom, I land on my shoulder again. And of course, my friends, they all come up, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, how'd the ground taste?" I'm like, "What?" They're like not even helpful at all. So I get up, and my shoulder's like all bent out of shape. I get to the hospital the next day. They're like, "Yeah, you dislocated it. You're probably in pain. Here's some Norcos." Like I'm 12. They give me 2 Norcos. I'm like, "Oh, I didn't do them like that. I took them anally, but
Oh.
they give me the narcos and put me in the hospital bed. And the nurse is like, "Oh man, you look like you're in some pain. Let me get the doctor." The doctor comes by. Doctor's like, "Oof, let's give him morphine." I'm like, "Huh?" So they put me on the bag of morphine, and the doctors change shifts. The new one comes in. She's like, "Ooh, that looks bad. Let's do another bag of morphine with a vial of fentanyl." I'm like, "It's not even my birthday." So they hook me up to that shit, and like I'm in the twilight zone. I look over at the bag. I see my name on it, but there's no card. I'm like, "Oh, these are like the greatest presents I could ever got." And
You need some
I felt
ice in
like,
there.
yeah, no, none of that ice in my veins, but um, I remember I was watching the basketball game, and LeBron looked like he was like 13 feet 12, and uh, then
Oh yeah, what's going on with the basketball game? Did they win
yeah,
yesterday?
the Lakers did. They won yesterday.
It's all set up, dude. I saw the acting and
I feel like I'm at like 80%. LeBron looked like he was at 70. I'm doing better than LeBron now.
That's not good.
No, but no, it's whatever. As long as they keep throwing the drugs at me, I'll be all right.
that's awesome, man. Well, this week it's nice to have you, sir. Nice to have you back. We're actually starting off with current events because that is a current event. You're actually coming back.
That is.
But
I didn't want to do the current events thing on this podcast because it's not some kind of other news podcast where we're talking about.
Yeah, we're hip.
Yeah, I want to do something different. But this time we're going to be talking about current events because I think it is important how our history affects, our present now, and the things that we do now affect, what can happen in the future, right? So knowing what's been going on, what's happening now, I think it's very important. So that's why we're doing current events. And my friend, what's going on right now? Have you gotten your vaccine right now? Have you gotten both vaccines?
You cut right to the chase, huh?
Yeah.
So, I did. I got vaxxed. And I only did it so I can take my mask off at Trader Joe's. That's it. That's
Yeah,
the
there
only
you go.
reason.
Yeah, everybody's doing it now.
I got, I'm going to let you in a little secret here. I got the vid a few months ago. I did. I just had a little stuffy nose. It was fine for me. And then I went maybe a month later and got the shot. And I remember I pulled in. They had a nice system set up at the stadium here. You pull in, they read on your windshield. You go to this lane, you go to that lane. One has Pfizer, one has Moderna. And I remember I was pulling in to get my Pfizer shot. And the person behind me pulled in to get the Pfizer shot. Like, that's a nice setup they got here. I'm like, but how the hell do you get Moderna?
Yeah.
And so I look at the rearview mirror, and there's Moderna line. There's a Bentley, there's a Maserati, there's a Tesla, Mercedes, BMW. And I look at Pfizer. There's my Toyota Corolla without a bumper.
Yeah,
There's a Geo Metro, a Tercel. And I'm like, where the fuck is Johnson and Johnson? And there's the bread line, the people with no teeth. There's a guy on a unicycle.
The bus pulls up.
The city bus pulls up, right? But no, it was really, really painless at the time, and then my shoulder got sore. But she's like, "Oh, have you had COVID in the last 90 days?" And the shot's like right on my arm, and I'm like, "Yeah, I had it like a month ago." She's like, it'll be all right. Boom, gets me. I'm like, "Wait, no, take it out. What do you mean? I have so many more questions."
Oh man.
No, and then I just got the chills for a few hours, and that was fine.
Good. Yeah, some people still they don't want to get it, and it's fine if you don't want to get it, for whatever reasons. To each his own. But what I think is weird is that it's free. I understand there's a pandemic, people are dying, but people were dying of other things before too. And I remember paying for my kids' vaccines, and it's not cheap. I mean, they're not expensive. One maybe like $10, another one's 18, another one's 38, 100 and something. They stack up, but they're not cheap. They're not free, and all of a sudden they're giving us free vaccines. It's like, what? You know, do I get like a refund in all my kids' vaccines that I've ever paid for? I think that's what we should get.
I remember when I got mine when I was a kid, and my parents were like, "You gotta pay for that. You're on your own." I remember I was 4.
She got them from the dog.
Yeah. Thanks for the setup.
Dog vaccines. Oh.
But you got vaxxed, right?
Yep, I got vaxxed, both of them. Yep. The second one, it hit me a little bit. You know, not too bad. I had one day. Yeah. I was out, not feeling great. But
I think I still have that picture you sent me, actually, from when you got the...
Oh, there you go. Yep, there's my nurse.
That's it.
Look at her. Yeah, she's really nice.
We had, you know, she finished me up. We got some drinks. We got some drinks afterwards.
You took her home.
There she is again. Yep.
Yep.
That's her posing.
Yep. So there you go. Had a great time getting vaccinated.
This is what I felt like. This is what my arm felt like after you get the shot, because you know it hurts. Like I felt like I looked like this.
I like how those two things
are right next to each other, so people can
tell how close, how similar you look to The Rock.
Thank you.
I like how that arrow is also pointing to you right there. That's pretty.
They call me the scissors.
The Rock scissors. Dumb. Paper beats The Rock, man.
But I don't know, these people that aren't getting vaxxed, you know, I feel like I've never had better cell phone service. That 5G follows me everywhere now. Yeah. The microchip, like my phone doesn't have a microchip and it's tracking me all the time. I don't get that. Like, I know I have autism now. I can still do math. You know, it's just simple things.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very true, man. You know, and another thing, like, yeah, I mean, if you don't want to get you don't want to get vaccinated, that's fine. You know, if something happens to you and you become one of the statistics of people that aren't here anymore, it's good for the rest of us. I mean, I think that's why I got a job. You know, I recently got a job, by the way. Yeah.
What? Wait a minute.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, do you have anything that's going on with you?
I don't know. There's people, you know, the ones that are the anti-vax. Oh, you can't trust what they put in there. I'm like, oh yeah, but you'll like stop at red lights and like we can't trust those people that made it in the labs. I'm like, oh, the scientists that have like 10 years of degrees and experience. Yeah, no, I wouldn't trust them either. But they'll eat at McDonald's every day, and they'll like take Molly from somebody at a rave. You know, and they're like, I don't trust what's in that vax.
Yeah.
No, but I'm concerned. You're worrying me.
Me? Why?
Have you lost weight?
No, not at all.
I have so much material to lose then. Yeah, it stressed me out. Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm gaining weight. Thank you for mentioning it, though.
Okay.
You
dirty.
Yeah, no, I knew you were gaining weight, but that was my okay. We'll put a tally up there. That's my nice deed for the week.
It's all the drinking, buddy. Yep. Being out in those shows, man. It's hard to be out of the show and not have a drink.
I know. They're like, oh, during the pandemic, you know, I never drank so much in my life. I'm like, talk to me before the pandemic, all right? And after. Okay, really during, too.
During.
All the time.
The whole time.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. All right, current events, man. Woman loses her job and is being brought up on charges right now for breaking into a monkey exhibit at the El Paso Zoo. Now, there's no audio to it, but it's showing this dumb lady. There was some monkeys. They're probably like, hey girl, nice legs. She's like, oh, here, take some bread, or what are you guys up to? It's like, oh, yeah, you want to splash around? She's like, here, take some bread. Yeah, what's that? You guys are boring. I don't even want to do this anymore. Like, hey, girl, Like, nah, I'm fine.
Hey, mommy, where you going?
Yeah, some girl just broke into the zoo and was hanging around with the monkeys, man. You believe that crap?
You think that that one monkey looked at the other monkey? Can you believe we're gonna look like that in 200,000 years? Evolution joke. Ding.
He's making fun of her legs. Look at these things. Gross.
What are those things at the end of her hands? I don't.
What's that string hanging from her shorts? Why does it smell like fish?
What?
Yeah, man, that's crazy. I mean, I love animals, but I'm not gonna go hang out with one at the zoo. Like, who thinks that's okay? Like, who says?
I don't know. And she looked like she wanted, like she really wanted it too.
Like she was hanging out. Like she really was hanging out.
Yeah, like shit's hard at home. She's like, I'm just gonna do it.
She was probably on Molly from McDonald's.
Yeah.
She absolutely looks like somebody who would not get the vaccine.
Yeah, she's not vaccinated. Gets her Molly from McDonald's. You're
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. What else is going on in current events right now, man?
Bill and Melinda Gates are getting a divorce.
Ooh, they are.
That's very true. You know, they were supposed to build a lot of smart house communities. Do you ever hear about that?
Oh yeah,
Yeah. I wonder if that's still happening.
Who do you think gets that in the divorce?
The wife.
Probably, right? I know it's the most expensive divorce in history. My parents' divorce was the cheapest. But I don't know. What do you do when you? I mean, that's sad. You know, I feel really bad for that. What do you do when you leave the love of your life and you only have $70 billion in the bank?
Yeah. He was probably worried about these houses because they're smart houses. He's going to be recorded all the time. He's going to get busted. He's like, I got to make a move. And if it's billions and billions of dollars or my life, billions and billions of dollars it's worth. Yep. Good move, Bill Gates.
Thanks for the vaccine, Bill Gates.
Pimping. Keep the pimp hand strong, Bill.
J-Lo and Ben Affleck are back together.
Are they really? Dang. Benflo, or what was it called? Benifer?
Benifer.
Was it? Or was that with Jennifer Gardner? I don't know.
He was tired of
Benlo.
being in that one weird pandemic relationship he had with Dunkin' Donuts every day. I'm sorry, Ben. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. Yeah, they're back together. Who else? We're praying for Brad Pitt and Jennifer Aniston. Come on, guys. It's time.
Yeah. The past president, don't like to mention his name, is going up on some charges as well. Right? They're putting up charges for lying, which obviously he was lying. Some criminal charges going up against him now. Hopefully they'll...
They finally got Bill Clinton?
Yeah. We thank you for all your support here at the DUM Podcast. Now, we want to hear from you. So if you have any jokes you want to hear on air, send them to us, and we'll make sure you're on the next episode. Also, if you just like to say hi or give us your feedback, we'd love to hear it. You can reach us by email at thedumpodcast@gmail.com. That's thedumpodcast@gmail.com. Or by phone at 602-935-7307. You've got 3 minutes. Now let's hear it.
The Ha Ha Hack is where we share our experiences of doing stand-up comedy while we're in the trenches together.
While we may not be professionals yet, there are definitely things that we learn that we like to share with everyone. So this week, what we're going to be talking about is rescheduling and canceling performances. Now, I had something that happened to me personally in this past month. I was telling you guys I had about 4 different shows in April. The last
Try to fit into a medium shirt.
yeah, you remember that one? Did you see that show? No?
Oh my god.
I did I did do a set with a really tight shirt on.
Oh, that's right. You did your whole set like this. Hi guys, my name. That's right. I remember.
That's how I do all my sets. What are you talking about? Yeah, so no, for the last one I wasn't feeling too good. And this was a couple of days before. So I figured, communication is what I should be doing. I didn't know if I should let them know now, see what happens. What had happened that, everybody in the household was getting sick, and I had one symptom, and I thought maybe I should just stay home. And I had a show, and luckily, everything was fine. Nothing came of it. The next day I felt better. The day of the show I felt even better. And I didn't stay for the show. For the rest of the show I performed, and then I went home. Didn't stay and hang out. But I did have that thought of like, oh my God, I'm going to have to cancel, and that kind of froze me a little bit. I didn't know what I should do. But one thing that I did learn for sure is definitely communication. If it was something serious, the earlier the better, I think. The best practice is just to communicate as much as you possibly can. Another thing that we might want to think about is our commitment. It's kind of our word that we gave. If it's something serious, if you're going to cancel, you're going to reschedule, make sure that it's something that's worth it, I would think, because it is our word, and we can't make our word mean nothing after a while, because then we're not going to be asked back. We're not going to be trusted, stuff like that. And then the other one would be to be practical. I think we all need to be practical, and if it is going to affect our health or even other people's health, then stay home, But you need to find that balance. You need to know what it is. Don't be canceling all the time, and also don't be trying to do stand-up when you have bones sticking out of your skin. So just kind of know where that is. What do you think?
I think Michael Jordan had the flu game. LeBron had the eye game. I'll do a set with my bones sticking out of my skin.
I think Louis C.K. already did that.
Oh, there it is. I think now more than ever, of course, health is the number one priority. I also think you probably get one free cancellation. The next one, if you do it, you might not get asked back. And that's just the name of the game. So commitment is a huge part of sticking to your word and just a comedian's schedule.
Performances and whatnot. Yeah. What do you think? I mean, you and I both worked in a comedy club in the box office, and we had to reschedule shows sometimes. Sometimes comedians, they were sick or something happened. Scheduling with a movie or something. Are you trying to
flex, dude?
No.
You need to stop, man. You need to go back. Oh, wait.
Yeah, we were both in the box office, or worked in the box office. We had to reschedule, a bunch of performances because of, whatever, they had a movie scheduled or whatever else. So they had to move things around. And on our side, a lot of people just think like, oh, it's just rescheduled. No biggie, whatever. But, on the club side, it's a huge process, switching everybody over who still, you got to make contact first, seeing if people want to stay with the tickets or want to move to a new date. If there is a new date, you still have to call them if they want a refund or not, or if they want to just hold on to the money until the new date comes up. So there's a lot that goes into it, and shifting people over, make sure that they're in there, make sure reservations stay the same. There's a whole process to it. It's huge. I can imagine what it's like for the actual promoters, for the people who actually put the show together. That would be insane. I mean, trying to get you to record the DUM Podcast is like going to pulling teeth, man. I mean, it's nice.
You can't have a cartoon fill in to make calls for a canceled show.
Yeah, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it all in cartoons. This is gonna be our cover on YouTube.
Fuck your logo.
Fuck your logo.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's time for the Jiggity Joke Session.
Yeah. Welcome back, sir. Welcome back. Did you watch any of the past episodes? Did I do an okay job? What do you think?
With the
I'd
announcement.
rather had the cartoon do it.
Oh. Nice.
Okay, no, you did perfect.
All right. Thanks, man. Thanks. I tried. That was hard. I didn't know.
It is. You got to get into it.
Well, thanks, man. That's awesome. But it's very, very good to have you back. Nobody else pumps that up like you do, sir. So today on the Jiggity Joke Session, since you've been away so long, it's going to be your turn to go first.
I get to go first?
Yes, sir. You're the special guest today. Do you feel special? Yeah?
Okay, so I tell my girlfriend that I'm looking for companies to put my old lazy dog down. And it's tough because he isn't in pain. It's just, what kind of life is he living, She looks at me and she goes, you don't have a great life either. See if they have a 2-for-1.
You should, man. And also get rid of your girl. That's
my damn girlfriend.
It's not very nice. Jeez. Louise. All right, good one. All right. I think the greatest pickup line that's ever been used on me is, "Hey, what's your friend's name?"
And I always get the girls that you were just talking to.
That's very true, though. It's very it's very hard at home. All right, your turn.
All right, being on Zoom is stupid because every time you're on mute, just end up repeating yourself. It's kind of like being married, except on Zoom you have control of the mute button.
That's very true.
Very true.
I mean, I can't think of another way to mute a bitch. Sorry.
You're talking Among Us mute style. All right. A report by Forbes magazine came out today that said Facebook is still secretly tracking information from iPhone users.
Okay.
I found this out the hard way when all of the recommended ads for me were for extra large dildos again.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
You're back on it?
It was a mix-up.
I can't. That is a current event, though.
That's good. It is. It's what's happening right now. All right, your turn, sir.
Okay, well, you know what the worst thing about being on Zoom is?
What?
Everything on Zoom is the worst thing about being on Zoom. Who wrote that
Very
one?
nice.
Who
Do you
wrote
like that?
one?
Do you like that?
I love that joke.
That is Noah's joke.
He's a comic genius in the making.
Yes.
Yes, he did. He did write it. That was very good. We're sitting down at dinner, and he just freestyled that to his grandma. I was like, what? And so I had to stop. I had to write it down. So good job, mijo.
Very good job, mijo.
All right, my turn. I went to a restaurant with my girlfriend, and it was slammed. The server came up to me and said, "I'm sorry, it's so busy. Would you mind waiting for a bit?" I said, "No problem." Then he said, "Perfect. Take these drinks and that dessert to table 12.
He did ask if you wanted to wait.
Waiting for a bit.
is true.
Nice, nice.
You know, people are always complaining about the pics that I post, and I'm of Mexican descent. So yeah, I know how to tag, just not on social media.
You like that?
That was
Yeah,
good. That was
good.
good.
Ready? It's my turn still, right? Yeah. This girl told me she just broke up with her boyfriend, and I felt so terrible. I told her I would be there for her whenever she needed a shoulder to put her legs on.
You're disgusting. You are sick. I can't. You're a cochino, I think is what you guys call it, a cochino.
Cochino.
That's disgusting.
All right, your turn.
Quite the perv still. Me? You want me to finish it off?
Oh, yeah, finish it off, dude. This is your episode, your comeback episode.
Thank you.
Proved your point.
The greatest comeback since Kim Kardashian in that Ray J video. So this is actually a current event.
Oh, the joke is a current event?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So,
all right.
well, it's not really a joke. It's actually what happened.
All right.
So, a 58-year-old blind man had his sight partially restored, giving him the ability to finally see things after 40 years.
Wow.
40 years.
Wow.
And with a touching sentiment, the first thing he said was, "Wow. What the fuck are you wearing that mask for, bitch?" That's what he said.
Yeah.
Dude, I just want to say thanks for being back.
Thank you for having me back.
We
missed you.
A long time coming. I miss you so much.
Yeah, great jokes today. Did a great job. You deserve a raise.
Thank you.
Well, folks, thank you again for watching. Stay safe and have fun in life.
Be happy, stay healthy, and always remember, don't forget to try everything twice.
Peace.